So tonight we're going to have a family powwow meeting about whether we should give up the RV, this RV, and go to a fifth wheel because it's, you know, with the sink broken. We're not going to give it up. We're going to use it for our trip to Alaska, but we're thinking that we're going to just, while we're staying put in San Diego, it might be time for more space. It's getting a little crowded. So before we start with that, I had to show you this dinner because this was the bomb dinner. And I know a lot of you have asked me, like, how do you feed your family in an RV when there's no space and no sink? And it is challenging, but these are kind of like our go-to dinners at night. So we'll get at Trader Joe's, we'll get arugula, and we'll make a salad dressing where I mash an avocado. We add apple cider vinegar, olive oil, some herbs de Provence, salt, pepper, all that. Then we top it. I'll just buy the pre-cooked hard-boiled eggs. We cook some bacon. We added walnuts. So here's our salad. Seriously, this is salad for two. We make 2 or 3 bowls of this much salad because we eat so much salad. And then the best part is, so while we're making that, or before we start making that, I threw a bunch of pinto beans in the Instant Pot. So you get your beans, so they're cooked. They cook in like 30 minutes from raw. You don't soak them, anything. You put them in the Instant Pot. You've got your pinto beans. When the bacon's done, you drain most of the fluid out of your Instant Pot with the beans, and you pour all that bacon fat, because it's really good bacon at Trader Joe's if you get that Applewood one. You pour all that bacon fat and you mash the beans and then refried beans. And while those were cooking too, we took this chorizo. You have to get the mules. The mules chorizo is so good. It's free-range pork. So that's our beautiful tacos here. We mix in some kale with it, the mules meat, the refried beans. Danny hasn't eaten in like 6 hours, so he's mad because I'm talking about his food when we're supposed to eat and do this talk about whether we should have a fifth wheel instead. So this is dinner tonight. And maybe someday I'll like actually write a blog about it and tell you exactly how to do it, but I got a lot on my plate right now. All right, powwow time.
If I go sit over there, are you guys going to spill my tea?
Yeah. Sitting like this undid all my yoga from today. I was floating. By the way, Danny, trifecta today. Trifecta, yoga, run, and an hour of jumping on the trampoline. Oh my gosh! Okay, we got it. Mom is part dog because she loves her stick, and if anyone takes her stick,
Jiraiya is 100% pure dog.
No, he's a pure puppy. So before we get going, crack a window because if I'm hot, it must be really bad in here. Perfect finishing point. Tonight's powwow, which my kids actually said.
Did you know powwow is like an actual word in the English dictionary?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like completely made up. Like
powwow,
it
sounds like a powwow. They're like, that's a word.
It sounds like someone forgot what the word is for chow chow dog or whatever.
Chow dog. Back on track. This meeting, this powwow, this family meeting was about...
Well, actually, a powwow, sorry.
We're never going to get through this.
By definition, a powwow is a meeting or discussion, especially between friends and colleagues.
Right.
So what are we, friends or colleagues?
So this is not powwow.
We're colleagues.
This is not powwow, really.
This thing is about...
This meeting in our
we have our RV back, but we are really contemplating we need to move into a fifth wheel because now that Victor's so happy working in San Diego and we have to spend more time here than we thought, we are deciding, should a big family like ours get a fifth wheel? And if so, what should we get? What's the next move? So our first dilemma was that the place we stay at, Mission Bay RV Park,
which we are now,
we love, but you have spots reserved way in advance for a certain size. But the other problem here is you're allowed 62 days to stay here, and then you have to leave for 24 days. So like in a couple weeks, we're going to leave, go to Colorado. That's not a problem. Yay! But when we come back for 62 days, we're like, I don't want to do 62 more days with no sink in this tight of space, sitting still. Okay, so you're allowed, we come back for 62 days, we're thinking, can we do 62 more days with no running water and all these other dilemmas before we head off to Alaska? And yes, 62 days goes fast in our family, so we could, but it would be really nice if we had 2 months of some personal space. Danny's about at his limit, so we said, okay, let's go for it. But I went to go get a new spot, and they said, sorry, we have nothing for your for your RV. So after for us to have a bigger RV. So after being fixated on this for a few days, I let it go. I totally let it go. I'm like, fine, forget it.
This happened.
Oh my gosh, we might get to get a fifth wheel. I'm so excited. Yes.
We just got...
Yesterday, I was in the office at the campground that we stay at for like an hour they were trying to move our sites around because we have our awesome remodel, but the running water, it's hard. And I'm all about like, whenever you have something that's really, really hard, you go like, what's the easiest way to solve this equation? And for us, actually, the easiest way, what makes the most sense is that this is our travel vehicle. And now that Victor's so happy doing his business in Coronado again, we need a stationary RV. You know what? It's living the dream. There's nothing wrong with living the dream. My dream is to have a fifth wheel in Mission Bay and to have a Class C that I ride in. I mean, come on. Some people have a house in Paris, a house in Vail. I just want 2 RVs. Is that too much to ask? So I go into Karen yesterday. I'm like, oh, find me. But if we switch, this is only 30 foot. If we want to go to a 40-foot motorhome or a fifth wheel, we need a different site, and no sites are available. And so it's all like when I get an idea in my head, that's all I think about it.
Yeah.
I become so fixated on it.
She gets really, really fixated.
I'm really annoying. And so it's all I thought about yesterday was like, how are we gonna get this fifth wheel? How can we come up with enough money? Oh, why can't they get a spot? Danny doesn't want to stay in this any longer, and it's okay. He's 19, but I'm like, oh, am I ready to send him off? What am I gonna do? Parenting dilemmas. And so yesterday she's like, look, I've tried. We've all looked at the schedule. We just can't move anyone around. And so last night, Victor and I, for our date, we drive to Trader. Our date is like we drive to Trader Joe's, pick up some groceries because we always need food, and drive back. And we're like talking, man, what are we gonna do? This would be nice. If you can't tell, but Victor really is like, whatever you want, honey. That's why we live the way we do, because he's always great about whatever you want to do, honey. It sounds wonderful to me. As long as you come home to me, it's all good. And I go, well, I really want this type of fifth wheel. And so I thought, well, since I didn't want a 34-foot, basically. A 34 would fit in this side. I'm like, why would we add 4 more feet? That's just stupid. I want a 40-footer. And so I gave up on it last night. I'm like, you know what? It's just not in the cards. The universe is trying to tell me. And so I totally, fully let go of that fixation or that intention. I said, you know what? It's fine. We'll just wait till September. And sure enough, the second I let go of that idea, phone rings. She said, oh, I got a spot for you. Bingo. Woohoo! Now I gotta go find one. And so we're having a family meeting because we've got a spot. Now we've got 1 month to find an RV. A fifth wheel.
We found one today, but too expensive.
We found an amazing one today. Check it out. So we're going to go RV shopping. Now, we know we're not going to buy a brand new RV, but it's fun to go to like the RV dealership and then get ideas. Like, I'm really torn right now because part of me wants to just get the cheapest, oldest RV that has functioning sink, because that's number one priority, is that running water. But part of me, of course, I'm going to go look at these and be like, oh, I want this dream RV where it's so nice and all the bells and whistles. The only problem with that is that then you can't be hard on it. Then you're always worried, like, oh my gosh, don't sit there. Like those couches when you were growing up and your mom wouldn't let you sit in the living room. No, the couch is just for guests. I'm not that kind of mom. I want to be able to live in it, but we need more space. So top priority, of course, is kitchen, because I spend so much time in the kitchen that half of our stuff is here and half I'll show you is outside. And normally if it's sunny, it's okay. We can just cook outside a lot. It's not that big of a deal. But of course, this is the second year of the 4 years we've lived in our RV that it's been like El Nino or La Nina, and it rains all the time. So it's been extra hard. But we need, big thing is a bigger sink. I hate that most of our pots don't even fit in the sink. We need a huge prep area. We're always dicing tons of vegetables. So kitchen is the number one. I would like to find something with an island. Second priority is a big living room space. So you can see our living room here. It's it's nice. It's really nice with the couch. We can all sit down. We prop the TV here, but it would be really nice to just have where you have a big TV on the wall and we can all sit down and watch a movie together. We don't watch much TV, but it's nice that if we're going to all sit and watch a movie that we're comfortable and that we can all see it. The beds, it's hard to sleep 5 kids, so that's going to be a big part. I would really love to hang on to Gabi and Isabelle's bed and maybe find one that there's a spot where I could put these again, but because it would be kind of cool just to move these out and not see them go to waste. I would love if Danny didn't have to sleep in such a confined space anymore. That would be huge. And then over here, my bedroom. So the biggest thing is it'd be nice if Victor and I had our own separate bedroom. So that's why we're looking for a fifth wheel. That's definitely high on the priority. As comfy as this is when we're on the road, I love it. But for day-to-day living, it gets old having to crawl in and out. All of our stuff gets thrown all over the place. And then like the big one is clothes storage. I mean, I keep our clothes that we access frequently in these boxes so you can just throw it in. But like those cabinets up there are packed to the brim with like snow clothes. Now we have so many snow clothes and clothes that, you know, you don't use often, but you don't want to get rid of because we don't have that much anyways. You can see my kids, all the 4 other kids have a bag like this with all their stuff. It would be so great if there was a little bit more space to maybe actually drawers, dresser drawers. Let's get carried away. So we'll see what we can find. Out here, pantry's a huge one because we cook so much. Like I have to keep these yellow and black boxes with overflow of pantry items. Like this one's filled with extra almond milk and nuts and potatoes and canned goods. And our other one's filled with more kitchen appliances because of course I'm not going to get rid of my juicer or standing mixer or food processor, all those things that we need to eat so healthy. So let's go see what we can find. All right, you guys want a bar? We've got mango coconut, peanut butter chocolate, peanut butter dark chocolate, peanut butter hemp and flax. I want the peanut butter chocolate. There you go. Lemon coconut ginger.
Yeah, I'll have that.
Mango coconut, dark almond, cherry and almond.
I want the white one. I get that one.
Which?
The white one.
This?
I want one.
Yeah.
White one.
Or should I not have chocolate?
The white one.
Probably you shouldn't have chocolate.
But
Then give me
the
a
white
different
one.
No, okay. Well, do you think mango coconut or do you
Yeah,
not?
that sounds good.
Does that sound? Wait, oh, mango coconut sounds
What do you want,
good.
Gabby? Peanut butter, dark chocolate, or you?
You're cooking dinner while we're watching.
So we're checking out this toy hauler, and I said, no toy hauler. I don't want a toy hauler. And the guy was nice. He's like, well, let me just show you the toy hauler just to see. And I walked in like, I love this toy hauler. And I wanted a toy hauler for a long time, but then, I don't know, something changed. I think I went in somebody's who I liked that wasn't a toy hauler, and it changed my mind. But this is really cool because it makes sleeping easy. You got 2 sets of bunks. So 4 kids sleep here. And then there's a loft on the other side. Well, actually, this is a big requirement is our washer-dryer hookup. And I love the fact that Jiraiya would have his own bathroom back here because he pees on the seat of ours all the time. Oh, did I say that? And then
It's not true. Don't listen to her.
Then this is cool because I really wanted a kitchen with an island, but I do like that this has so much space for all of our appliances. And there's a 5th bed up there. So the thought of like not having to break down the beds every night would be so amazing. And then on top of it, there's seating really for our whole family because we're skinny. We can all squish together, and somebody's always on the floor doing stretches. So I don't know.
You need to do yoga, Jiraiya.
This might be our RV.
The colors I love because it's not like too. It's not too brown and old. Also, because look at the fridge.
It's a miracle.
You can fit Tati in there.
I love the lounge chairs. I should say that first. The lounge chairs are awesome. I love the kitchen. Oh my god, a sink that works. And a bathroom and a toilet that works. It just makes me want to cry. Limited in like personal storage, just because it's a toy hauler. That's kind of the design. But come on, have you seen our motorhome? I'm not going to complain. Pretty much, if it's anything like this, I wouldn't have much of a problem.
Just this living room area is perfect. It's a 4-season toy box, and now I can convince Mom if we get it to go to Silverthorne so I can snowboard.
It's got a cup holders and a tray table.
And a massage chair. You gotta try it, Gabby. You gotta try it. Cameraman, try the massage chair. There's a speaker, it looks like here too, for Dad. So he can
Oh my god,
clean.
Dad will love a good speaker.
Sometimes when we're watching a movie,
You
we
guys
do
can
it outside.
have all 4 of your bags under here
That's
because
true.
it doesn't ever go lower. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just go up. So
Storing bedding on that one and then lifting it up.
But does that one go down too?
That one comes down, yeah.
Mommy.
we could store our
They
snow
sometimes
gear up
watch
there.
movies while we're high
Yeah.
in the seats.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun.
There's 3. I know, right?
And 2 bathrooms. It's a miracle.
We've never even watched that much TV.
So I wasn't like super into getting a fifth wheel. I was like, oh, whatever, we get a fifth wheel. But I just saw this one and now I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with the fifth wheel.
So what do you guys think? What do you like about that RV? Do you think we should get it? Did you
I
see
love
pictures
that
of
it
it?
has so much space.
Did you?
I love
There's
that.
4
It was
massage
not
chairs.
Oh, I know, but at the end, I didn't realize until we got back that there's no real eating area. We eat a lot. It's amazing for sleeping. There's amazing seating. Like you have these couches that like people who like RVers like would love, but we're not really RVers in the sense that
We're
we
like
sit in
van
chairs.
lifers.
Yeah, we just need a place to crash at night and a place to cook good food. It'd be nice to
And
sit
there's
at
like
a table.
this really nice big open area where you could like just put down a nice rug or yoga mat and you could just stretch.
And the
It's
beds
So that was cool, but
spacious.
deep down I was like, ah, it's a great deal. $67,000, brand new. But
Yeah.
in the end, I'm like, God, do we really need to spend that much money?
It was kind of overkill with all the lights and stuff. All the chairs had
features.
this little LED lights.
The
on
chairs
it,
had
and,
they're massage chairs.
Mm.
All 4.
Overkill.
Oh,
well,
no,
they're
6.
gentle.
No,
They
4.
they vibrate.
They
It's not like
vibrate.
they
They're not-
roll
yeah.
into the back.
We should pick what everybody's highest priority is because you can't have everything. Like to me, I really want. Okay, I know. The first thing was that brand new one was so nice, but it's not white. I'm so used to a white RV, and I would have felt really bad painting a brand new RV white. It was nice colors. It was, but it's still dark.
I think it's really important for the fifth wheel to have a good layout of sleeping area and eating area. Like we don't live.
But can you have
like,
both?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
this
that's
seems like it's
the goal
one or
of
the other.
toy box, I guess.
This one did.
But it doesn't matter, I don't think, if it's old or ugly, because we can, you know, if, like, the couches are ugly, we can replace the couches. And if we don't like the colors, we can replace the
Yeah,
colors.
you almost want to
but the
buy
layout
something
you
that
can't
has
change.
a good layout and a functioning kitchen. Nice countertops would be great, so I don't have to touch that. But everything else can be bad. So you could replace out mattresses, you could change the paint, you could change, if you didn't like the table or something, you could just put in a IKEA table. I think that would be more of what we need.
It needs to like not be broken. It needs to work. I don't want something to break a week into getting the damn thing.
Priorities. Let's see.
Well, that's thinking.
A functioning kitchen.
What does that mean to you?
Running
Running
water.
water.
Why do you need running water?
I think it would be
For all the
nice.
dishes you do?
Well, I will. I'll do 100. I'll do all the dishes.
I would do
every
all
night.
the dishes.
Get that out of your mouth.
Showers not. I guess a washer and dryer would be nice. But maybe I'm wishing like to make things easier. Like I don't know. Just a little more space.
You don't
So
know
louder.
what you want.
I don't know
Think
what I want.
about it.
I want it to not move.
Bigger.
don't wanna
I'd like
go-
to be
I
able to
just
wake up
wanna
and
be
eat something
exact.
without waking up the whole RV.
That's true.
There.
Victor
I
wants
like
to
to
make
wake up-
coffee. He wants to be able to get out of bed and stand on his feet because he thinks he's going to break our bed.
And he wants to be able to come home and have there actually be space for him to sit down somewhere.
He wants to walk in the door and us not say, oh, there's no space
I'm
now."
here. You take up so much space. I'm like, I'm just gonna go shower for an hour while you guys figure I go to bed.
My priority.
Oh my gosh, the double fridge. Oh my gosh! That was amazing. Double fridge, but I think I'm going to have to give on that one. It's going to be like,
Oh,
spend
that's the
60
hard
grand.
part, because older
or-
RVs don't
don't
have
have
the
it.
double fridge, which makes no sense. It's not like it's a modern concept.
Okay, I think
Anyways.
we have our priorities. It would be nice not to
So,
make beds. We want to have a separate sleeping area from living area, a little
Yeah.
bigger than we have now. Nice kitchen cabinets. It can be older RV as long as it
nice
has
kitchen cabinets, really?
counters.
a thing.
Sorry, nicer
Okay,
kitchen
okay,
counters.
okay.
Counters.
No,
Wait.
cabinets
Not
we painted.
cabinets. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we'll catch up with you again
Right
when we
where
go to see that
one
RV in Riverside. Okay guys, we finally did it. Mom, what did we do yesterday?
We did something yesterday?
We watched
What was it?
We watched the movie.
We went to a movie as a family. I don't remember yesterday.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
I'm confused too. Was I but not in the
What
room.
did you buy yesterday?
Oh shoot! Oh yeah! Oh shoot!
Oh yeah!
That was like a week ago. It felt like I put a deposit down on a fifth wheel, and even the best part, I didn't pick one in San Diego where you could actually look at it first. I picked one in Wyoming based on the floor plan and the price point. So now we get to go on a road trip all the way to Wyoming
To get our
to
fifth
get our fifth wheel.
wheel.
How did I forget about that?
How did you? I'm really like how did you forget about that?
We should make a lot.
I love
more-
you, Robyn.
We should make a more.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
If Dad's gonna be consistently